Hello, and welcome. Let's rip some solo. Let's go, pog up. We got easy mode on one side, we got easy mode on the other. Let's see what we got. Alright, we got income here, we got heat, energy if we need it, discounts, some science for more energy. Whew. What do we think? No, there's nothing here that synergizes with plants. I think I'm going to do a Helion run. I think the Ecoline is strong and we would win as Ecoline. But I just see a little bit more interesting combinations as Helion. See, the one problem I'm having is I like asteroid mining, but I need titanium production. And then I want to play Beam from a Thorium Asteroid, but I need to play this. 21 bucks leaves us with enough to get the acquired company and the space station, but not, well, and the space imported GHGs. Let me look at this. We play this for 10, that leaves us with 11. And then we play this for 5, so down to 6, but then we get 3 back. It's not enough for acquired company. So I'm just going to do acquired company, and then turn 2, we're going to have some good stuff. I could play this now when we get an additional heat, but if I wait a turn, I'll get $2. And I really do feel like spending the heat as money right now, even though that is, I think, the largest fallacy of Helion. If you can do it early enough, then you're in a good spot. We actually got very fortunate, and this is a titanium production. So I want to do this to get the discount on space. I want to do this, which gets me heat, income, and heat up front. And then I'll do this for $7. And then I'm going to spend 3 of my heat to get a heat production. So 3 heat now to get 12 productions. Yeah, 12 productions of heat. Seems like a good trade. Well, plus I had to buy the card for $3. But hey, we have 8 heat on the button. So, ooh, Earth Office, space event, income. Now, I want both of these cards, but it leaves me with $11, and that's not enough for asteroid mining. I could use my heat, but instead I'll do... Well, here's the thing. A heat bump is worth 1 income per turn, but this is worth 3 titanium, or $3 worth of titanium, so I think it's worth putting off the heat bump. Though it puts you 2 heat behind from being able to, you know, actually win and finish the game, but as Helion, I like to believe that we'll end up with enough heat to satisfy that. Speaking of which, GHG. I mean, even all of these cards are good. The problem now is that I have too many good cards. This costs 11, which means I can grab 2 cards. Oh, never mind, because I need the energy. I can still grab 2 cards. Because then I can play the whatever's cheaper, which is going to be you, for $1. I lose an income, but then I turn around and spend 1 of the heats to get 4 heat production for the rest of the game. Worthwhile trade. And let's get a heat bump, because if we can get up to 24, that'll be good. We got good cards in our hand, so we're not super struggling for things to do. We have $15 worth of titanium, which goes pretty far towards that beam from a thorium asteroid, so that one's on my list. We have energy, so I like this. And these would normally be good, but this is $30, and I can get it pretty easily if I just spend a little heat, and it's gonna get me lots back. So that's tons of energy now. We still get a heat bump out of this. We've got a strip mine lined up. We've got the friggin' Office of Earth. Normally I would just play it, but I don't want to play it for just $1 unless I know I'm playing an Earth tag. I know I'll screw things up in the future, but Saletti. Again, the problem is that 3 of these cards are very potent. Like, especially because we have discounts, right? So it's like, this is what I want. But Saletta, let's say we play it on turn 7. We have 7 productions of 7. It's 49 heat. It's like more, that's a pretty good freaking ratio. So let's do it. $9. And I also want the strip mine. So let's do this heat bump. That gets us a heat production. And then I want Saletta next turn, so I'm just going to hold on to my money. I may have been able to play a card, especially like energy tapping, where it's just $3. But, you know, with the 22 heat piled up and the stuff, we can do good. Here's another 2 cards that are fan-freaking-tastic. Do I big asteroid first? I don't think so. Because that works out pretty friggin' well. We have tons of heat. I do the Earth office. And then I debate whether it's worth spending 4 heat. And I think it is, mostly because I'm going to do this bump twice. I have 6 heat that I can't use. I'd rather spend 4 heat to get 2 heat a turn for 7 turns. Like, you know, I could do it next turn for money, but that's not the option. The option I have right now is heat for heat. And you make more heat in the long run. Heat up front is good, and I'm going to say the word heat like 10 more times, I have no doubt. But heat up front is good because it gets you TR, which up front gives you other things. But anyway, I don't like any of this. I think we have enough good cards to play. If I'm going to play Strip Mine, the earlier the better. It's going to cost us 4 heat, which is actually perfect, which is why I didn't even hesitate once I saw. Because 24 heat divides by 8. So bam, bam, thank you, bam. That is going so well. And the thing I love about maxing out the heat is once you have it maxed, not only can you not have to worry about it, it's just all of that extra heat income. We're at 26. It's income. It's income. It's not even too late for asteroid mining. And we'll get the colony ship because we have science. We have no science. We have a single science. Let's not get... Well, we have -5 on it. And I'm getting titanium production, so it's worth grabbing. And I'm saving all these events because you never know if you'll get a rebate card. And like, doing a giant asteroid is expensive, but it gets you 2 heat bumps, right? But that's $2 per turn. If I get a mining asteroid mine, I get 2 titanium. That's worth $6 a turn. Hashtag making profit. And I don't even know if it's worth playing this negative point at this point. This point at this point is no point. We're ripping through this game. I mean, that's what happens when you play as Helion. It's a pretty, like, straight line thing that you gotta do. I didn't mind getting more steel. We have 4 productions of steel. So the 4 productions of steel is 8 steel is $16. Is it worth spending $9 to get 16? I think so. Peroxide power. I don't need energy. The thing I like about building industries is that I can pay for it in steel right now, and I just end up with more steel, so that's a synergy as far as I'm concerned. I mean, it's a synergy as far as many people are concerned, but... Let's start with the big asteroid. I'm not sure if it's what we want to play, but it does give you a lot of titanium back. It's cheap enough. It leads into the other asteroid. And I was hoping that we'd get Arctic algae. Actually, it doesn't matter. We couldn't even play it if we did get it. So let's just do a heat bump and draw some cards. I actually always forget that Arctic algae has a heat requirement. Ooh, Mars University. I will do this with the steel. And we will get rid of... Energy tapping can be helpful. Energy savings is not very important. With only 2 cities on the board. We haven't placed on the board yet. We got our first ocean just now. $4 to draw 2 cards. Yes, please. Jovian is nice. I don't know. Do we have Earth tags? And kelp farming is powerful, and we've got oceans in our hand. Well, this actually helps us a little bit. It's a $3 profit. But I don't think we need that. I think that we're doing okay. We were more worried about plants than anything. Okay. So let's do this. Then we'll do this. What will we cycle? I'm gonna buy it. I want to cycle first to see what my card is, because now that I'm realizing how far behind we are on plants, I think I'm gonna take the plant. And if I take the plant, I don't want to get rid of the energy tapping, but I will. Protected Habs, awful. Miranda Resort, let's talk about it. We got 2 Earth tags. No, thank you. I'd rather just pump that heat. Though technically, you know, it's $10 for 2 income versus 16 heat for 2 income. But either way, we were getting like 2 income. Maybe 3. Yeah, okay. Give me optimal arrow breaking after I played. I literally said let's wait. And then I played these 2. Okay, I only played 2. I felt worse. I would very much so like to research. I think leading off with research, knowing what our cards are, we get 2 cycles out of it. And, ooh, the capital's nice. And then something like Protected Habs, get rid of it. And then something like Predators is a 1-point animal. Well, Predators is a 1-point animal. Bye. You're just not relevant. Flooding is actually relevant. Do we use a building card to get energy? Let's talk about that. Building tags. We did it for 4 heat. Most of our energy came from thorium. Yeah, copying a building tag doesn't actually work for us very well, does it? Well, it's time to start scooping up some plants and stuff. I mean, the first one I'm going to do is for titanium, which is weird to say right after I say, let's get plants, but it meant we're going to scoop those plants. We get heat and money back. Ice asteroid, similar. Now I use that titanium. Let's get the plants. 29 heat, 32 heat. Flooding robotic. I don't know, I kind of like being up here. I kind of like flooding. I'm gonna flood for a card. Development Center. I am going to green for a card. Tech Dem is hilarious because it costs us 3, but then we get $3 back, and we get a cycle, and we get 2 cards, and we get, you know, 3 heat. Aquifer Pumping, Caretaker. I mean, Caretaker contracts 8 points. Like, this is a heat bump. This is good. Aquifer Pumping, though. We could get 4 oceans out of this for 8 a pop, bringing us up to the required amount for kelp farming. Oddly enough, I think the one to get rid of is robotic workforce. How many tags of science do I have? I have 4. Yeah, it's just the one I can see being more difficult than it's worth to play. But I really wish I had an energy. So we play this. That's going to get us the 4 oceans we need because we're going to use it every generation. Let's do it for some money. Give me some money. That allows us to play kelp. And then to maximize our points from heat, I think we should do the Caretaker. And then this is the same as doing a heat bump, except, you know, we're limited in the number of extra TR from Caretaker we can do, 1 per gen. Still have a lot of oxygen to go, but our income is so high. And this is another reason for not doing heat bumps, is you get, well, we don't need this. We spend $8 for better. We may have a need to expend titanium, so for that reason, I'll grab that bad boy. But let's do a click here. We have 4 steel production. Let's get a bad boy right here. It's enough for a greenery. I think I'm gonna get an early city, because now I'm being a little bit bold, but let's, you know, don't get on my hate train too quickly. I mean, you probably can, but this goes here for 2 plants, because plants are important. I have 5 titanium, so that's what I'm really hung up on. Can't help but feel like immigration shuttles only cost us 10 actual dollars, and we're gonna get $10 back. So it's 5 titanium for a point. Basically, it could be worth more. I doubt it. If we can get up to 3 cities, those cities aren't really our thing. We got the capital, though, which I've set a spot for. Though I kind of forgot that's what that spot was for. Adapted lichen. Now, we have 3 earth. I'm gonna do this one, because it's more money than the heat bumps, and again, I'm kind of putting it off just because you can get a card like that just makes that work. Makes the 2 heat bumps happen, and you don't even want it. Ooh, research outpost. That's a good use. I mean, we don't need to use our steel, though. This is... we could have energy. We need energy for the capital. And this is a point for titanium? Hard to say no. 1, 2. So it seems like a good city spot would be here, because that would overlap with the capital. We could also put it here just to get in on these greens and ocean adjacencies. What do you think, fam? I think that I would prefer... I don't know. I think that our greeneries are going to be limited, but I think this spot here makes me happier because of the amount of money back positions. Oh, no. I guess we're getting rid of Dev Center. Mining area. Well, that's good for titanium. So let me build into this spot here, because that's really good. I mean, I want this. I want the capital. I feel like I'm being greedy. Really feel greedy. But like, this is just, it's a cozy capital position. Now we only need one more city for our cities to be freaking lit. I'm gonna give up on the mining area and use it as a redraw for a card cycle. Would have been cool, but we don't need the titanium that much. Restricted area is annoying because I don't have a card to cycle with it. I haven't done my ocean yet. Okay, we'll put it up here for this bad boy. It's a good spot for a greenery now. We already did our bump. So here's one more. And I could do one more. But I think what I'll do is I'll actually just buy a greenery. Because we know we're going to be buying greeneries in this game. Like, let's not even hide that fact. In fact, we have one more generation, and look at all these green bumps we have to go. Like, our income's up to plus 16, because we got 5 from the immigration shuttles and 5 from the, you know, the capital, but we need standard technology or an investment loan. I'm taking Ganymede Colony. I don't care if it sinks us, because I have 5 Jovians if you include it. Oh, I should have grabbed an extra card. Frick. Frig. And there's no easy card to get. Well, do I even want to play it, though? It's 10 bucks for a card cycle that I probably can't afford. Let's do this and get some money. Yeah, I need to just do heat. Or oxygen, rather. I just need to get some freaking plants, man. So that's some plant. Then greenery for some more plant. Just grabbing the most plants I can. Man, we are so boned. Greenery. Oh, well. This is more plants. Oh, dang it. I keep messing up. Because I still have an ocean to place, and I'm going to place it here. Which we can do with our steel, thankfully. So that's cool. Now, yeah, this is definitely lots of money. And plants, which are good. Gotta say, I think I need another greenery. This is money. Oh, not like this, Batman. This is sad. So this is 6 titanium, and it gets us 3 money and 3 heat. Here's the thing, I can't do this on this budget. $23 in, I have $8 left. There's no way to get enough plants or money back. So The only responsible thing to do is to play restricted area for a card. Giant ice asteroid is a big nope. Deimos down is also a big nope. I can draw a card. Livestock is a nope. So there's no way of doing it. So I can play this. Ganymede colony. And we've lost. We were an oxygen short. And I'm actually a card short for that. Well, I'll just grab a point anyway then. Oh! Just flew a little too close to the sun. One too many cities. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I didn't even get up to the count I needed. And then I built most of my greeneries away from my limited number of cities. Because I'm an adult. But like, had I put an ocean here, had I grabbed an extra plant here instead of there, we would have had one more plant. Maybe, there wasn't another 2-plant spot though. And then we could have played that somewheres for... We could have played... No, because if we spent the money on... Yeah, we didn't have enough money to get the restricted area and a greenery, right? So I couldn't have put it here and then did a greenery for a plant. If I could, look at the video, scroll back 5 minutes, maybe I could have scooped a plant with the greenery with the money back from this, gotten up to enough $4 back, $10 for the science. You throw it here, you get 2 more plants. I didn't realize there was a 2. I thought there were only 1s left. This 2, I think we could have won this, and this makes me feel dumb. Though I got way more friggin' VPs. Not that many VPs, but... Yikes. Yikes. One of my videos recently got a dislike, and I think that if any video deserves a dislike, it's this one. So, you know, you've been told. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.